Hey, what's up, my people? Hope you are doing great. Hi, how are you guys? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing good. Let's get some people in here. All right. So, I have a little live going on also on my YouTube channel simultaneously. Just waiting for some people to log in. So basically, I just put a link. So scroll all the way up. Let me see if I could find this link, if I could pin it. I don't know if I could pin it. How do you pin? Oh, there you go. I just pinned it. So you guys are going to see my pin of my link. So what is this? What is this link that I have here? So this is a link. It's a link to a platform from a community I've started to create. And it's for makeup. It's for makeup artists, beginners, professionals, or people who are just passionate about makeup. And I have a lot of videos that I've worked very hard, my husband and I, to make these beautiful videos, produce these videos, and put them out there. Because throughout my career, I have had people always ask me, how do I put on makeup? How do I make sure my makeup stays? What do I do? So I decided to condense it all and create different videos, including with theory, color theory, your face shape, your eye shape, brow shape, lip shape, everything we need to know. And it's free. So you could join for free. There is absolutely no cost. So you can definitely join for free. And you will have also access to me as a teacher. But what's really cool is that I'm having people sign up from all over the world. So it definitely creates a community for everybody to just join in, chit chat, talk about whether it's professional tips, whether it's about questions on how to apply your makeup, whether it's questions on, how to make the skin look better. There's so many things I've learned being in the makeup field. And of course, it goes beyond just makeup, right? It's skincare. And I'm sure you guys have heard me say this many, many times that your skin is your first makeup, right, guys? Skin is the first makeup. So with skin being your first makeup, what does that mean? It means that your health has to be good, right? So drop me a little, what are you guys doing tonight? What are you guys drinking? I'm having a shake. And I put some collagen inside. And why? Because it's good for my bones, it's good for my muscles, and it's great for my skin. And when I say skin is your first makeup, it goes beyond the brush. It goes beyond the application. It goes beyond the product that you're applying, right? Your skin is your canvas. And yes, makeup will help. It can camouflage, it can emphasize, it can restructure. But a base is important to be there in order to have the best looking result that looks flawless, right? Because this word that we use all the time, flawless here, flawless there. What is flawless? That starts with the base. And then it's, of course, the type of proper foundation, preparation, and how you finish off the skin. So if you're interested in learning how to do your makeup, or you're interested in taking this into a career, or you're already doing it as a career, but you're like many other artists out there that also want to perfect their craft, then, feel free to join up. Feel free to be part of the community. It's a great place to start. I'm very happy to say that I'm being able to do this now and to offer this. It's been for a while, but I'm happy that I found a beautiful platform where I'm able to also create a community where we can all interact with each other. So that's the best thing ever. So since I'm here right now, if you guys have any questions right now, let me know. Let me know what you got. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Let me know. Let me know what you want to know. I know the holidays are coming up right now. And as you saw in one of my recent posts, I did recently a makeup masterclass at MAC Cosmetics in the Montreal downtown area. And it was basically a holiday look, a holiday makeup. And what was really cool about this look was that I was able to create a beautiful full glam, and I didn't use any liquid foundation. I only used powder foundation, and we went very light on the skin, but it definitely had a full glam look with, at the same time, being natural. And that's what people want, especially if you're looking there to, here you go. So guys, you can check out this link. This link is absolutely free. It's for my online makeup masterclass. You can check that out and yeah, give it a shot. So yeah, so going back to that makeup masterclass, it was definitely a beautiful look that I created. I've been hearing now the trends are always changing, just like everything always changes, everything always evolves. And more so, people are looking to have a natural finish look. And also within the industry, or the makeup industry, companies have been reformulating their stuff, their makeup, their foundations. And a lot of these makeups are being reformulated kind of like skin care. So it's like skincare with aesthetics, which basically means that people are looking to take care of their skin even when they're wearing, hey Savannah, how are you? Even when they're wearing makeup, people want to feel light on their skin. Now, of course, it always depends on each person's starting point. So if a certain starting point needs to have a bit more full coverage, then do the full coverage in order to create a kind of flawless look. But if the person's canvas to start off with is a really good canvas to work on, you would be surprised how potent these products are and how much you can actually cover with using very little. So you're keeping the integrity of the skin that's showing, but at the same time, you're providing them with a glam look that will look absolutely beautiful when they are taking their pictures or videos, or just to make it last all night. We don't need to add a lot. And what I'm seeing more and more is people really requesting natural, whether it's on the eyes. I don't know about you girls, if anybody's here, makeup artists online, send me in the chat. Tell me, what have clients been asking you the most in regards of makeup looks? And if you're not a makeup artist, what is it that you like the most? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? And what would you like to learn? So let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Hey, girlfriend, how are ya? So let me know what you would want to achieve in doing your makeup, whether it's for yourself or on clients. Like I said, for me, the trends have been really hitting really hard. It went from like a few years ago doing full glam, cut crease, all of that good stuff, which was a lot of fun to do. I'm not gonna lie, very fun. Then it went to more of the neutral glams. I think when Kim Kardashian did that kind of look into the neutrals and neutral glam, that started to hit really, really hard. People love it. And now it's really into the naturals. Hey there, how are you? So where are you tuning from? Let me know here down in the chats. Let me know where you're at. Let me know where you're from. I'm also streaming here live on my Instagram and on my YouTube channel. So eyeshadow, I have someone. Oh, Lilo, so cute. Eyeshadow and contouring. Yes, definitely I must say that eyeshadow is one of the trickiest things that a lot of people, especially who are not makeup artists, do have struggle with. And this is why I created my online masterclass. So you can click that link, babe, and you can check it out. But definitely eyeshadow. And for a good eyeshadow, you're going to need a good few things. What you're going to need is you're going to need a great primer. That's going to help a lot because a primer is going to create a beautiful base. Why do we need a primer? Because we ask, like, why do we need a primer all the time? A primer is very important because it's going to adhere the eyeshadow and it's going to create a beautiful canvas. Hey, what's up? Let me know who's here in the chat so we can talk. And yeah, so once you have a great primer that's there for you, that will create that blank canvas. Now, the second great step is definitely having a good brush or a few good brushes, depending on the looks that you're achieving. So blending brushes, flat rounded brushes to apply pigments or color. A blending brush is always going to be able to disperse the makeup better. Okay, hold on, let's do this. All right, and if you guys want to check me out on my YouTube, you can get it in a fuller, higher quality. I just wanted to stream at the same time. Oh, hey there, Scalp Spa. How you doing? What's your beverage for tonight? I'm having a shake. So, like I was saying, the primer is really important because it creates a blank canvas, okay? And a blank canvas in terms of porosity. Our skin has pores, right? We have a lot of pores on our skin. And once you have a primer, that kind of equals everything out. You're going to see when you add the primer and then you take a good brush with a good quality eyeshadow, you're going to see how easy it is to blend it. And what I like to do, and especially if you're a beginner in eyeshadow, because that's like a tricky part, what you want to do is that you're going to want to start with your lighter colors. And I like to start around the crease. And if you're like, hey, I don't have that much eyeshadow selection, then just use your bronzer for now. Even just creating a beautiful halo around your crease. What's your crease? Usually when you're going to put your brush, so let me see if I can have a little makeup brush here. I'm sure I do because, I mean, I am a makeup artist, right? Kind of weird if I didn't have a brush. So let's say something like this. We can call this a nice rounded brush. Ah, you see, you were using the darker ones first. That's not a bad thing, but when you want to create dimension, it's always good to start lighter. So when you start lighter, this is your crease. Usually it's like where your eyeball and your bone meet. So obviously this looks really, really weird, but it's kind of like almost on the bone. This part here, I would always go back and forth. Okay, so you start with the primer. Sometimes if you want to take some translucent powder or a very white powder, you can just kind of set it if it's too tacky, because it could happen that sometimes, especially if you're putting with the darker, you're going to slap it on and then it's going to be hard to blend because it's very sticky. So sometimes you can also use a translucent or your lightest neutral, like lightest color with no sparkles to just kind of set it very lightly. Then you're going to go and you're going to apply the shadow on your crease. I like to start by application here, because normally when you put your brush into your powder, you can dust off a little bit with your hands and you apply it. Wherever you apply it the first, it will deposit the most. This is especially when you're new to it. If you put it right in the middle, you might have too much of an opaque deposit and it might be harder to blend it out, or in the inner of your eye. So you want to kind of start it on the out and just kind of swoop it with a very light hand, like don't stab yourself completely, but swoop it back and forth. And by doing so, you're going to see that the application is going to be nice. So start with your lightest color in terms of think of like a bronzy color, think of a soft brown, something that's going to create like a nice distinction and maybe depth. Like me, as you see, I do have a bit of the hooded eyes, right? Look at all that. Look at all that stuff that I have right there. See? From here to here. You see that? So I want to create depth here because this is what's going to give my eye this like more, how would I say, defined look. Let me try to get this for demonstration purposes. Let's see if I can find something interesting. Of course I can. It's my makeup room. And let's just try this with a bronzer, okay? So we're taking the brush. So many things that I take. So take that, and I like to work with my little mirror. I'm starting here, and I'm just gonna start going back and forth. Obviously on camera, everything has to be applied more. I'm using a bronzer, so this is like very translucent, but you're gonna see, I'm gonna add just more for the sake of the camera. But you see I'm starting from the external, internal, external, internal. And sometimes honestly, like if you're just going somewhere like really fast and you don't want to do a full makeup, you could just still add a bit. I don't know if that captures through the camera, if you can see that. I can see it here. You see there, you see like a little difference of color already. This will add. So that could be like your first type of shade that you can use, you know? And then you can go ahead and you can work with another shade to go a little bit darker. Let's see here what I can pull out. I didn't really think I was gonna do my makeup. I just came on to kind of talk to you guys, but hey, let's check this out. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's use this lovely little Makeup Forever palette. This one is called Anywhere Caffeine. It's really cute. You're like, we see, thank you. Yeah, you do see it, the difference, right? So I like this color, this palette, because you have like a whole bunch of neutral colors and some shimmer ones. This one fell off, as you can see, this one, unfortunately, because it was really beautiful. But let me see, let's try to take this one and do the other eye, okay? So here, I'm like dusting it here and just dust it off. You see like there's a whole bunch of dust that came off. And I'm gonna start here. And this one you see a lot more, right? Perfect. You could go left and right. And then if you want to blend that out, then you just do circular, outwards or inwards. I'm just like slapping it on just so you can have an image of this, right? So this is with a more warmer brown. And if you want, you can go over with your fingers. And then after you can create depth. Where can you create depth? In my case, and most people's cases, obviously the depth is going to be created right here because this is going to add depth to your eye. And this is where you can play with it. And even if you get messy here, it's not a problem. You just take a Q-tip with some micellar water or cleaning solution, or some people take a wipe. I don't like to use wipes too much because I don't like to rub on my skin too much. So what I have used for the past few years is a balm makeup remover that melts my makeup. So I always make sure my hands are clean. I wash my hands, I dry them, I put some balm in my hand, I rub it together, and I just rub my face gently with my own hands. And with the heat of my hands and the balm, the wax melts everything off, even if it's waterproof, and it's less rugged on your skin. We don't want to pull, we don't want to irritate, especially around our eyes. It's a very sensitive area. So let's go ahead and let's take the dark brown that's here. And another thing, like I was saying, what's really important, you can have good brushes, you can have good technique. If you don't have good quality eyeshadow, it's going to make much harder to achieve what you want to do in terms of pigmentation. So what's pigmentation? Pigmentation is a fancy word for color, okay? So this is where you can use the tip, use the brush to your advantage. You see, this is a nice little rounded tip here. Use that for your advantage and just put it right here on the edge of your eye, like literally on the edge and almost going a bit lower, because when you clean this, this is where you're gonna get that nice line, okay? So really to the external. Some people will go more inside. If you bring this more inside, you're gonna shorten your eye. If that's the goal and you have very long, big, beautiful eyes and you don't want to elongate them more, then by all means, if that works for you, right? Always, tips are just tips, right? You use it when it's important for you and when it applies to you. But in most cases, I like to go to the edge because you can give roundness, or you can give cat eye, you can go straight, you can angle it, you can do whatever you want. So I'll go like really to the edge right here of my eye, almost kind of meeting at the bottom of my eye, because I know I'm going to clean it. You deposit that, so you can deposit the tip of your brush on the edge here of your eye, do little circular motions, and then kind of blend it a little upwards and a little bit inwards. So then you'll have some type of depth. You see already how this eye looks so different. And now, like, obviously I would have to like clean it on the bottom of my eye because I'm going to start looking like a crazy person. So let's say if we decide to clean this, and now let's say you have a shimmer, you can go with the same brush, you can go with your fingers, and you could just dab it on. And I mean, you don't have to do this eye makeup look every single day. See? And this is like very simple. You want to add an eyeliner, you can add an eyeliner. If you don't want to add an eyeliner and mascara, you could just add like a few little things and you're ready to go. So I'm just going to like remove the excess of this product here. And then you see, you could create a little line. Look at this. And you clean it. So look, came out dirty. See? Dirty. And now, by you doing that, you just cleaned the excess that fell. And this is another reason why I like to do my foundation at the end and concealer. Because there's fallout, especially when you use sometimes some darker colors. You can bake it, you can protect it, but then that can be a little bit heavier. So in my case, I just like to do my eyes and then do my skin, especially on clients. Sometimes on myself, I can get away with it, but on clients, I don't want to risk it. And then you just clean it off. And then after you can complete a bit on the bottom, you can add a little bit of concealer to really give it that like nice look and to cover the redness from, because I always have a little bit of redness on the exterior part of my eye, which is normal. And that's it. And then you could just create a soft look. And it literally took me like, what, 2 seconds to do. So we see the difference, just what eyeshadow, what it does. You see, creates a little bit of depth. It opens my eye. It lifts my eye. Crazy. So that's the beauty of makeup. Does anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask me? Anything regardless of makeup techniques, business. I'm also, helping out some artists that are already there. That's another reason why I wanted to create the community, was to create a community where artists can come along, where we can share ideas, we can share stories, and I can offer advice. Because I think that one of the most beautiful things of this world is that we get to pass information on, right? And the more information we pass, the more we have, knowledge. I can't wait to do my hair with you. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to do your hair. I love doing hair and I love doing makeup. I love doing both. This is so fun. I have like two lives going on at the same time. But yes, I love doing hair. And yes, I do hair as well. I already give makeup lessons, hair lessons to professionals, to people who want to learn. I also had an artist reach out to me. It was a makeup artist, and she's like, look, I love doing hair, and I would love to add it on as an extra service, because at the same time, clients would love that. Most clients, when they're like getting ready, they're like, oh, you do hair and makeup? Beautiful. I'll do my hair and makeup with you. Sometimes they just want you for hair. Sometimes they just want you for makeup, and that's okay too. But if you can offer the two services, it's like the full-on package. So I had a makeup artist reach out to me, and we took the time. She invested in herself. We did like 4 hairstyles. So if you want to learn for the hair, it was the blow dry, the Hollywood waves, the half up, half down, and the famous French twist. And now she's doing hair, and I see her work, and it's amazing. So like I said, this is one of the reasons why I decided to open and create this community, is to help women entrepreneurs perfect their skills, learn more about their skills, how they can level up. How do you want to level up? Like, what is it that you want in your goal of your career? Let me know. What do you want? How do you want to level yourself up? Because if you want a beautiful, successful career, I've learned in the 15 years of doing this is that you really have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your development. So it starts with your personal development, with our mindset, the way we think, the way we feel about ourselves when it comes to charging, when it comes to pricing, when it comes to all of these things, because they're all a deep reflection of ourselves. And then, how do you want to level up your business in terms of your branding, in terms of your image, in terms of your processing, how is it that you want to proceed, and the experience at the end that you want to bring to your client. And speaking to a lot of clients, a lot of them have really, I would say, reassured me, but also concreted the idea that I have in my head, which is you could be really good at your craft. And whatever that is, it doesn't have to be just hair and makeup. It could be anything, right? But if you don't offer them the quality experience, then you've lacked on solidifying your brand. And let's take it to another step. Now we're just talking about the experience with the client. But if you're working in an environment where you're going to be, we're all going to be talking to each other, we're all going to be knowing about each other. And this is why it's also good to build a community, because we get to refer each other. I love to refer the women entrepreneurs in my business to my clients because I've experienced their work. I've loved the quality of their work. I love them. I love their vision. I love and respect their game and their hustle and what they're doing. And I see how they also treat other people, and it makes it into a full experience. So when I refer someone to another source of person, I know that I'm referring someone who deeply reflects my values. And that's also one of the things that is pivotal in your career, in whatever career. Like, you could just be a lawyer right now. Okay. You could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be whatever you want. How you're also going to integrate yourself and the quality that you're also going to have with other people within your industry also impacts you as a brand. So don't forget that. That's very important because it's true. It's true, because you could be cool with your clients, but if people try to work with you and it's hard to work with you, I know we don't have to bad talk about people, as we should not. But if someone is there to express a fact of what they've experienced with you, at that point, they're not talking bad about you. They're just saying the truth. Just like as if someone's going to give you a good review. Hey, I went to see this person. I got the service done. They were amazing. They were this, that. They're just saying, they're stating a fact. We wouldn't say, oh, why are you talking good about her? No, because that's your experience. So the same way it goes around. If you can't collaborate well with your clients, and if you can't collaborate well also with your colleagues. What do you think about that? Do I have any professionals on here that can, challenge me, or that will agree, or maybe not? I don't know. Come on, I want to talk. I've been talking for like 28 minutes by myself. Come on, guys. I know I like to talk, but it's a lot. Give me some juice here. What do you think? Is it important to create a good community? I would say so. I would say so because I think that the goal in life is to be able to work with love and work with passion, and for people to feel that love and passion and be like, I like that, Because at the end of the day, no matter what you're going to do, work is going to be involved, right? It's going to be hard work, dedication. There's going to be sacrifices. There's going to be hard moments, easier moments. But then you want to make sure that when you're done providing that service and that experience, that you feel it's a privilege to get paid for that, right? And to be honest, that's how I feel when I'm with my clients. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. This is fun. Like, I feel like I'm chilling with a girlfriend, but at the same time, I'm working. So that's the goal. You want to make it enjoyable for you too. Make it fun for you, right? Don't take it too seriously. Take it seriously as a professional, but also, do it with a light heart. So guys, like I said, once again, I have my makeup masterclass platform. The link is right there. It's pinned. How many pins do we have? Yeah, you have that on my YouTube because I'm streaming from my YouTube as well. So you have the pin right there. You can go ahead, click it, join for free. Let's create a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community of people, of artists, and come together from all over the world and artists from everywhere. Yes, my class is now a makeup masterclass. I have an intention of developing that also into a hair masterclass and so much more. But, I decided when is it time to start? And it was yesterday. So that's why I'm doing this today. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions in regards to your skin health, to your hair health, to your business, to your branding, to whatever it is you feel like if I'm able to help you, it will be more than a pleasure to do so. So, with that being said, take care. It was really great seeing you guys here, and it was fun doing this. And I will be doing them more often, and I will be announcing my next lives on my Skool calendar. So, when you sign up, you'll be able to see all the programming. It's super easy. If you want to join one thing, click it, add it to your calendar, and it's going to be put straight onto my live onto my YouTube. So thank you so, so, so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And go make somebody's day. Ciao. Let's do this. Okay.